meet, Kathy continues to try to establish a reputation as a seasoned international competitor.
E.Naimushina, the little pixie from the Soviet Union.
Charlie, Elena is one of the few Soviet gymnasts with a vivacious personality. I think we're going to enjoy watching her.
Nadia Comaneci of Romania.
Many people thought her career was over, but from what I've seen, she looks like a whole new person. I think she's at the beginning of a brand new career.
As they say here at Champions All, it was 4 years ago that they introduced Nadia to the international world of gymnastics as a little girl. Today, they reintroduce her as a woman. In addition to the 9 gymnasts, E.Eberle, the new Romanian national champion, will also perform, but her score will not count in the competition. However, this will give us a chance to compare Amelia with Nadia. The first apparatus will be the vault. Here is E.Naimushina, 14 years of age, from the Soviet Union. She is the Siberian junior champion.
Handspring front somersault. It's difficult vault, especially for a little girl like Elena. She needs to get a lot of push off of the horse. Watch as she pushes through her shoulders. She needs rotation. And then it gets almost too much rotation as she takes a step forward.
Her score, a 9.6 for E.Naimushina of the Soviet Union. This high school student began gymnastics 9 years ago. She stands only 4 feet 8.5 inches tall, but she is cool and confident. Earlier, I asked her if she was ever nervous.
Of course, one is a little nervous, but I put a task. My task is to pretend that I'm not nervous and to work exactly as I do when I'm not in competition.
Every pretty girl that I interview always kisses me right here on the cheek.
Все хорошенькие девочки, которых я интервьюирую, меня поцеловали. Я прошу, поцелуй маленький. На счет. Ничего можно. There is something that you can look forward to after the competition.
Poor Charlie, you're going to have to wait till the end of the meet.
Here's E.Eberle in the vault.
Layout Tsukahara, not bad.
Now remember, her score will not count in this all-around competition, as only one gymnast may represent a country, and Nadia Comaneci is representing Romania.
Amelia initiates the somersault with her head and chest, but has to pike a little bit to make it around. I think the judges will probably deduct 1 or 2 tenths for not being completely laid out.
The score for E.Eberle, a 9.6. In this, the first of the 4 apparatuses that we will see in the competition in Olympic order. Next up on the ball, K.Johnson, the current U.S. national champion. She needs a 9.65 to take the lead.
Kathy is trying a layout Tsukahara also.
Good ball.
She has good height and distance. Charlie, the thing that is so difficult about this vault is that it's hard to rotate with a completely straight body. Kathy ends up piking a little bit just like Amelia, but because she has that better amplitude, I think she'll score a little higher.
Her score, a 9.7, and she's in first place. K.Johnson at 19 is the oldest competitor today, and here is 17-year-old Nadia Comaneci, needing a 9.75.
Handspring front somersault with a half twist.
Excellent ball. Nadia is back.
Charlie, earlier we talked about Nadia's new image. Well, this is the first time that Nadia has done this vault in competition. She bends her legs a little bit at the beginning to get good push off the horse. Judges may deduct a tenth or 2 for that knee bend.
Nadia's score, a 9.8. She's the leader after the first round. And you will notice, should E.Eberle be officially scored in the competition, she would currently be tied for third. K.Johnson of the United States is solidly in second place. And earlier, Nancy had a chance to visit with Kathy. To go in the Champions Hall, we'll see how that concentration works for Kathy. This is Charlie Jones and Nancy Thies Wembley Arena. It was just 3 miles away from this hall, and 31 years ago, in the games of the 14th Olympiad, that the United States women won their first and only gymnastics medal. And these are the ladies who won the bronze medal in the team competition in the London Games in 1948. And this is Kathy Johnson. She would love to be on the U.S. team, going for a medal in Moscow in 1980. And now back to today's Champions All competition. Next up on the bars, E.Eberle of Romania.
Amelia starts out her routine with a good free hip circle into a stalter. There's a vault over the bar, new move in her routine. Straight-bodied handstand. Very clean so far. Nice routine.
E.Eberle, the current European Junior All-Around Champion.
Charlie, one of the things the judges are looking for is originality. You see some originality here as Amelia vaults over the high bar and then continues with her routine. Amelia has good extension through her legs. You can see how straight they are. Very tight body.
A unique move.
She has a quick hand change, which adds difficulty. As she prepares for her dismount, look at how high she cats. She does a toe-on, front summy half turn.
The score for Eberle, 9.65. Her total after 2 events, 19.25. Remember that Amelia is being scored unofficially. Nadia Comaneci is the Romanian representative. Next up on the bars, Kathy Johnson, her coach, Fanny Edwards. Earlier, I asked Fanny what new moves we would see today from Kathy.
Well, I implore exercise. We're going to open the door.
This is Kathy Johnson, living in Shreveport, Louisiana, originally from Florida, currently in second place.
Kathy starts her bar routine out with a dynamic soul circle right to a handstand and a full twist. There's a handstand, so far very smooth. To fly away with a full twist. The trick that Fanny said they added.
Clean routine, Nancy.
Kathy has a strong start with a back soul circle right here to a handstand. You can see how tight her body is. Good twisting move. There's a back somersault. Throughout the whole bar routine, you want to keep complete control, good swing. Kathy has that. Again, another handstand. Now here comes her dismount, which used to be a men's high bar dismount. Fly away, full twist.
The score for Kathy Johnson, a 9.65, giving her a total of 19.35 after 2 events. Here is 14-year-old E.Naimushina of the Soviet Union. And at 14, her hobby, well, it is training younger gymnasts.
Elena begins with a straddle over the low bar. Good free hip circle. Giant swing, another men's high bar move. Soul circle 1.5 twist. A straddle bounce off dismount.
E.Naimushina.
Charlie, one of the ways that the uneven parallel bar routines are changing is that the girls are taking more and more from the men's high bar routines. As we see right here, a giant swing. She's so tiny that the bars barely bend when she bounces on it. Very tight body, soul circle 1.5. She's getting ready to go for a dismount, which is a bounce back. We used it in the 1972 Olympics for the compulsory dismount.
And the score for this tidy gymnast with a bubbling personality, a 9.6. Her total, 19.2. She's in second place, and still to come, the final performer on the uneven bars, Nadia Comaneci. This is Nadia Comaneci with Romanian national team coach Bella Caroli. And earlier, Nancy, you had an opportunity to talk with Nadia.
I asked her what differences she's seen in the sport in the last 4 years.
S-a schimbat mult.
It has changed an awful lot in these 4 years.
How has it changed?
Cum s-a schimbat? It's changed an awful lot in every single respect, especially from the technical point of view.
Is it going to be harder for you in the 1980 Olympic Games than it was in the 76 Olympic Games?
O să-ți fie mai greu în concursurile olimpiade din 1980 decât a fost în cele din Olimpiada din 1976?
Păi nu cred să fie mai greu, deoarece acolo tot exercițiile mele le-am făcut. De ce să fie mai greu decât un concurs și ăla?
I don't think it should be any more difficult. Why should it be any harder than before? In as much as my same exercises are involved, it shouldn't be any harder. It's just another competition.
The Olympics, just another competition. The confidence of a champion. Here's Nadia Comaneci on the bar.
Charlie, watch for the beginning of the routine. She has a new move. Here it comes, free hip circle, front somersault. She hits it well. And this is the event that in the Olympics she received 4 perfect scores. The hecht half-turn re-grab, couple new moves. Here comes her dismount, free hip circle. Good job.
Nadia Comaneci needs a 9.6 to maintain first place.
And I'm sure she has that score. Watch here, this is so difficult because she goes for her free hip circle. She's going backwards, then she has to change her movement and go forwards. Here she does another free hip circle to a straight-bodied handstand, then a stall turn. A lot of difficulty. Hits that handstand very well. And here comes another new move. Hecht off the high bar, half-turn re-grab. Now on the dismount, another free hip circle to handstand and gets good height and distance and lands it well.
And for Nadia Comaneci, a 9.9. Her total, 19.7. She's still in first place after 2 events. K.Johnson is in second, and E.Naimushina is in third. However, if E.Eberle of Romania were being officially scored, she would be in third place at the midway point in the competition. As NBC continues its preparation for the 1980 Olympic Games in Moscow, we'll be bringing you great moments in Olympic history. And one of those moments took place in Montreal, when a young lady captured the hearts of the entire world. This Olympic moment is brought to you by the Bell system. When it comes to solving business communications problems, the system is the solution. The first sport on the program of the Games of the 21st Olympiad was destined to create worldwide excitement. This 14-year-old Romanian girl, surrounded by age and experience and standing 5 feet tall, weighing less than 90 pounds, was about to make history. Days of tense Olympic competition, 16 exercises. She was transformed from just another name on the program to the most publicized athlete at the Games. Her flexibility, strength, speed, and concentration were phenomenal. She won 3 gold medals, including the all-around championship, 1 silver medal, and a bronze. Nothing else that happened to her in the Olympics could quite compare to what happened the very first day, when she was awarded a 10, a perfect score for this, her performance of the compulsory exercise on the uneven bar. Gymnast in Olympic history had ever scored a 10, and she was to do it 7 times. She would hear many cheers, but her first brush with perfection was special. For Nadia Comaneci, that was her Olympic moment in Montreal, July 18th, 1976. This is Charlie Jones, Nancy Thies, Champions All Competition, Wembley, England. Nadia Comaneci. And Nancy, she always greets the beam like an old friend.
Charlie, I think from day one, Nadia has not been afraid of this event. She almost attacks it. She definitely doesn't let it defeat her. I think that's been the secret to her success on the balance beam. Coming up, Charlie, she's going to be trying a round-off back summy, which I know she had problem in practice. Oh! She almost missed it.
What does this do to her concentration?
Well, to Nadia Comaneci, probably absolutely nothing. She gets back up there and gets her composure together again and keeps on going.
You talked about her additional height. She's now 5'4". What effect does this have on a beam routine?
Well, for Nadia, I think it helps her. She has longer legs, and on the beam she can dance and really express herself using those long legs and arms. Back walkover immediately, 2 back handsprings. Very solid.
You might be wondering about the noise in the background. The clicking of camera shutters.
Here comes her dismount. Double fall.
Nadia Comaneci. She has led throughout the competition, needs only an 8.8 to stay in the first place at this point.
Charlie, I said she had problems in warm-up with a cartwheel back somersault. Has a major wobble, which costs usually 3 or 4 tenths.
Nadia's score, a 9.5 on the beam for a total of 29.2.
Charlie, we've seen Nadia in 3 events now, and I think the improvement is amazing since the World Championships in October.
And next up on the beam, the young favorite of the crowd here in Wembley, England, E.Eberle, 14 years of age. She's been on the Soviet Union national squad for 2 years, strongest in the beam and the floor exercise. Interesting mount.
She has a unique mount, jumping on the beam without any hands. Coming up, Charlie, she's going to do 2 back handsprings, but watch her arms. 1 arm back handsprings, and she switches the arms in between the moves.
She would need a perfect 10 to take over first place from Nadia, but a 9.35 would give her second place right now in the competition.
It's a solid tumbling run. Aerial walkover. Another aerial walkover down to her knees.
Like Nadia, Elena draws her share of shutterbugs.
It's a split leap. Comes her last tumbling run. Back handspring, another back handspring, layout back summy.
Excellent dismount for E.Naimushina.
Charlie, let's look at her unusual tumbling run. First her left arm on, then her right arm on. Takes a lot of strength and coordination. I've never seen anybody do that combination before.
It goes by so fast. Did the judges pick it up the first time, Nancy?
Well, probably not until it was over.